G'day guys, another one of our little videos. This one is an economic download in terms of what the hell's going on out there and what it means for you guys as homeowners. So let's get stuck into it, completely unrehearsed and fast because there's a lot of information. Blah, 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 blah. Trump, I don't really see it as an issue. I think what's happening over there is kind of interesting, but you're seeing what you would expect to see, which is he's a bit of a blow ass. And he's not really going to do a hell of a lot, but he's going to do enough to keep his constituency, and it's all going to be about jobs for America. But I think what people are going to realise quite quickly is it's just more of the same. He's not anti-establishment at all. He's certainly in the back pocket of business, and it'll be really interesting to see how that plays out. That's my view anyway. Closer to home, obviously John Key's resigned, and I think that's going to be really interesting in terms of the next election. It certainly means that you would have to say we're going to have some sort of coalition government. And with that, a little less economic stability. So I think it's going to make things a bit more volatile next year, and that's unavoidable. There's no natural successor in my mind to John Key in terms of the personality and charisma to pull off a strong national government at the next election. But looking broader than that, look, the economy's in pretty good shape. We've got strong growth rates. And there's nothing really on the horizon that looks like it's going to destabilise it massively. Look, the Trump thing went through, Brexit went through. You can't really see anything out there that's going to cause some sort of global shift or some sort of global correction. So with that, you've got to look at things and go, well, there's certainly nothing in the local environment that's going to do that either. We've got a little bit of house price softness coming through in the Auckland market now. Chances are that will spread through the wider economy, but it's a little bit of price softness, it's not the big market correction. And fundamentally, what's going to drive it? We've got immigration running still at around 60,000 a year, although interest rates look like they could, gradually increase from here. They're certainly not high. And we're not talking 8 or 9% interest rates and the world's coming to an end. We've got to keep things in perspective. So whilst I'm expecting interest rates to go up a little bit, and I've started to do that, if you've read my blogs, the main reason for this is that the banks are finding it harder to get cheap funding. And the best place to see that is in term deposit rates, which have been gradually increasing, even when the OCR has been going down. Banks are under a bit of profit pressure, which is naturally going to mean that they're going to be looking for squeezing a little bit of extra margin out where they can. Unfortunately for you guys as homeowners, the housing book is the first place that they're going to look for that. So we're already seeing it. 3, 4, 5 year rates have started to creep up, and I would expect to see that trend continue into next year. It's going to be, you will not see sort of rates from 3 years out below 5% for much longer. That's it for this update. I'll talk to you next time. Cheers.